Okay, good evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. I was sitting here trying to decide if I wanted to take something apart and clean it, or crack open another mystery box. And I was looking at what needed to be cleaned and decided, that's going to be a few hours of cleaning. Let's get a box open. Let's see if we can get a good one. So, got one here. It's pretty heavy. It's almost definitely a bug, but we'll find out what it is in just a second. Oh, maybe it's parts, or maybe they took the assembly off. Well, that looks like a later model, maybe a champion or lightning bug. Let's see what's under the paper. Anything else in the box? Ooh, I like that one packing peanut. Again, never criticizing anybody's packaging. If it gets there safe, it gets there safe. But I do find it interesting. This one is mostly paper. I'm sure the packing peanut was by surprise. It looks like we've got a grocery store bag on here. Let's see if we can give that a little coercion. And inside of that, some bubble wrap. Okay, hey, overall, you got here safe. That's good package. Okay, champion model. Doesn't appear to be in the best shape in the world, but we've got two contacts. We've got our stops, our spring adjustment, upper and lower trunnion screws, damper. We are missing a contact right here, so we'll have to put a piece of wire on that. The feet are pretty good though. They're not super tacky, but they're definitely not among the worst I've seen. Let's see, 833 Broadway. The serial number is basically gone. 227. 227. I'm going to have to look that up and see what year a 227 is. Just guessing off the top of my head, knowing that we moved out of 833 Broadway, I'm going to say this might be a late 60s key or a early 60s key. Maybe definitely somewhere in the 60s. Definitely, maybe I'm guessing it's somewhere in the 60s. We're going to look that up and find out. It'll be on the title of the video. So you will know before I knew. Let's see. Looks like we're just missing one contact. One contact and a knob. And this needs a little love. A little love, just a little love. All right. I think as long as I've got this all open, I'm going to go ahead and get these contacts cleaned. That will save us a little trouble down the road. And what do I have in the spare parts box as far as contacts go? I don't think I've got the right one for this by any means. I've got one of those contacts. Not super helpful. We'll have to dig a little deeper, see what we can find. All right, let's go ahead and get these contacts moving. I think I'll go ahead and take these two off. Just gonna leave that just like that. You know what? I'm only doing these two, so I'm gonna leave that just like that. Okay, be right back. Okay. Got nice clean contacts now. They look basically new. New contacts go a long way towards keeping you happy. Now, let's see about finding a weight and the pendulum side dip contact. Gonna go dig through some boxes here for a few minutes. All right. Digging through boxes, almost as much fun as dumpster diving. But let's see. We got a wire. We have a dead side contact. And a weight assembly. Well, as long as we got nice clean contacts, I hate for this one to be the odd man out. Just gonna take that little piece of foam out of there and we'll just go give this a quick cleaning. And we're back. So now we've got nice clean contacts all the way around. Okay. So we've got that. And let's find a piece of wire. How much wire do we need? That much. You know, I have a tool for this, and it's actually within reach, so I don't know why I'm sitting here doing this the hard way. I got this at Radio Shack back when Radio Shack was still a thing. Isn't that nice? This is why I can't have nice things. Let's get that a little bit better. Whatever I was using this for before, probably a makeshift antenna, a wire antenna of some kind. Okay. Attempt 2. It's here. There it is. Okay. Let's make sure that that's doing its job. Good. And no? Why not? Okay. It was just the cap. It's so simple. Why bother testing it? Well, that's a little trick that'll save us hours of headache later trying to figure out why it's not working. Of course, yeah, that doesn't happen to us. We don't have things not work on the first try here. Okay. Little loose there. I wonder if the person who took this apart didn't know how to take it apart. No judgment, just theorizing. All right, the bottom trunnion screw is probably locked in right where we want it, so I've just loosened up the top one. And let me go ahead and back out the spring tension adjustment and the contacts. And put this in the right direction. That's always a plus. All right, and got that seated in pretty much right where it belongs. We'll just have to get this spring set in. Oh, I forgot to get that tightened up. That is going to be a flathead. One of the few flatheads on this key. You can see they're all Phillips head, which is much different than what we've been working on in some of the past videos. This damper's taken a couple of hits. You can see how it's just a wee bit bent up there. All right, let's get that paper towel out of the way since we are done with it. Where did I forget to put a plastic washer back? It's right here. Oops. Okay. Good enough. Cool. All right, let's get these stops set. First, just like everything else, we'll bring it in so it's just barely touching this eye damper. Oh, I mean just off, and now we'll bring it back until it just barely touches. We just want it to just rest on it. And now this one, I'm going to let it touch, and then I'm going to back it off. That's got a pretty good feel to it, at least as a starting point. And then the spring tension, that's a little firm, so let's back that off some. Okay, that's a good starting point. And then let's get the dot contact where we want it. Probably somewhere right around there. And then we need a weight. So that's gonna slip right on there like that. And then we'll get a washer. And then we'll get the locking nut. That right there just might work, folks. Let's get some wires on it and see if I'm making a little noise. Oops. I just looked up at the camera. I thought maybe after the last break I forgot to start it back again. But luckily, I did not make that mistake. All right, let's get the rig fired up. And I'll turn on another microphone, and I'll make sure that we are not transmitting. And here's our table key. Sounds good. All right, let's tighten that up. I got that pretty close. I'm going to still do some fine tuning, but the trick to adjusting these is I'm actually pulling out on the screw, because that's how it's going to be once the lock nut locks. You know, for the shape this is in, that's a pretty good sounding key. That was AI4U5, that first one. That's my new call. No, kidding. Just one or too many tits there on the end. Nice. Well, gee, I think there's nothing left to do now except for get the correct dit side contact, because that's close, but I don't think that's actually it, and get a knob. And we should probably just knock all of the dirt off of this. Yeah, let's see what the air looks like. Let me tune up. Okay, I saved you the trouble of listening to me tune up for a couple of minutes, so here we are. It's winter, it's night, so I've got 80 meters, and I can see a couple of signals here. Sounds like they're saying, nice meeting you. So, what else we got? WA4CH. CHJ, WA4CHJ. Yeah, let's do a quick SKCC contact. That'll be fine. Oh, thank you for the 579. From North Carolina, John. SKCC number 10919T. Thank you for the number. 73. Okay, easy contact, just a quick number exchange. WA4. Oops. Cool, easy contact. Just took a few seconds to exchange SKCC numbers. You know, I like chasing numbers. I like rag chewing. I like contesting. I like pretty much any kind of contact you can have. So that was a short and sweet one. You know, pretty great for the video here. Just to do a quick demo. This the dit speed here, little too quick, but you know, not a whole lot I can do about that without adding a second weight or a bigger weight or you know some kind of awful monstrosity like I've seen so many times before. A stair gauge would be pretty good there, but I actually have all my stair gauges tied up in other places at the moment, so that'll have to wait for another time. But yeah, all in all, not not a bad deal. Champion key, eye damper, had to come up with a weight, a spring. We'll have to get a knob for this, but everything else was present. We cleaned the contacts to avoid having a lot of problems troubleshooting, and here we are on the air, made a contact. So we'll leave it at that, and definitely if there's something different you'd like to see in these videos, or something specific that you'd like me to delve deeper into, definitely leave it in the comments. And gee, I sure would appreciate a like and a subscribe. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll see anytime I drop new videos. That being said, everyone have a great rest of their day, rest of their evening, and